Mr. Bulare, Namaste, Assalamualaikum, and a very good morning to you all. Mr. Speaker, sir, the speech of His Excellency the President has raised some very pertinent issues, and like me and other Fijians have expressed the need for many of these issues to be highlighted and voiced out in this august chamber. Honorable Speaker, in the span of over 14 months, this dysfunctional and delusional coalition government has not only failed to fulfill the promises they made before the election, they are the very reason why this country is suffering an economic meltdown. The lack of investment, Mr. Speaker, sir, and continued brain drain of thousands of our skilled Fijians is a sign that Fijians no longer have confidence nor the trust in this coalition government which twisted the truth just to get into power, Mr. Speaker, sir. The coalition government was given a very stable economy, and we must give thanks to the former Prime Minister, Honorable Benny Marama, and the former Minister for Economy, Honorable Yasser Kiyum. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, what has happened now is we can see that this government is unable to cope with the new world challenges and the demands of the Fijian people. It is evident that they lack the practical skills needed to run an economy and a country as a government, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let's face it, our people are suffering. Among other things, the high cost of living has caused many Fijians and their parents to re-evaluate their livelihoods and their futures, especially in our rural communities like Tamuni and the Kodrove, Mr. Speaker, sir. The elephant in the room, so to speak, Honorable Speaker, is the mishandling and the mismanagement of the economy by the Minister for Finance, who is more of an academic than someone with practical experience and knowledge. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a finance minister who requires committees to determine economic policies and then give tax breaks to multinational companies like Fiji Water, while our local companies suffer. Forget about sound policies, Honorable Speaker, when one lacks common sense, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, before the election in 2022, there was a slogan by the National Federation Party, and I clearly remember. The slogan was time for a change. All of these NFP politicians were going on and saying, oh, it's time for a change, time for a change. And boy, Honorable Speaker, the change people got was brutal. Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, many Fijians are left wondering why they supported a political party like the National Federation Party that did nothing to reduce the price of goods and in fact added more burden to the people who have children in schools, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, they claim to provide monetary relief with the back-to-school assistance, and mind you, the truth is that that initiative was started by the FijiFirst government. But Mr. Speaker, sir, they take more from Fijians, like this government's fake promise of free education, when in fact primary and secondary schools are now charging levies, adding more burden to parents and further straining our economy. Mr. Speaker, sir, we can clearly see that when responding to issues raised by the FijiFirst movement, the finance minister starts making personal attacks and unprofessional remarks as opposed to focusing on the issues raised. They seem to have forgotten some basic economics, Mr. Speaker, sir, but let me teach them some economics today. Higher taxes, Mr. Speaker, sir, result in an economic slowdown. The social security nets and the automatic stabilizers have not been rolled out efficiently and effectively to mitigate the impact of higher taxes. There are more potholes on our streets and lawlessness has increased, Mr. Speaker, sir.